United States Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama is heading for Iraq, where he's due to meet U.S. General David Petraeus to discuss his ideas about possible reduction in troop numbers.
Obama plans to gradually bring the majority of troops home within 16 months if he takes office. Now, that strategy was criticized by President Bush's top military advisor, Admiral Michael Mullen.
And rival Republican candidate John McCain claimed the plan shows inexperience on Obama's part. Rosalind Jordan has more.
More than 150,000 U.S. troops are still in Iraq, in a war that remains a top issue in the U.S. presidential campaign. Democratic contender Barack Obama, who opposed the war from the beginning, built his campaign on a promise to pull troops out of Iraq.
When a National Guard unit is over in Iraq and can't help during a hurricane in Louisiana or floods here in West Virginia, our communities are paying a price for this war.
By contrast, Republican candidate John McCain has defied the political odds by supporting not just an unpopular war, but especially the so-called surge that put more than 30,000 additional troops into Iraq at the beginning of 2007.
We are now succeeding in Iraq, and Americans, at least, I believe, are in significant numbers agreeing that the present strategy of the surge is succeeding.
McCain has since attacked Obama as inexperienced in matters of warfare, for first saying the surge would never work, and then for saying the additional troops did calm the violence that had been racking central Iraq. However, Obama insists that even if the surge has brought more security, it's time for U.S. forces to leave.
We can safely redeploy our combat brigades at a pace that would remove them in 16 months. That would be the summer of 2010, 1 year after Iraqi security forces will be prepared to stand up, 2 years from now, and more than 7 years after the war began.
As Obama started his trip to the Middle East, the nation's top military advisor said Sunday establishing a deadline isn't a good idea.
I'd worry about any kind of rapid movement out and creating instability where we have stability. We're engaged very much right now with the Iraqi people. The Iraqi leadership is starting to generate the kind of political progress that we need to make. The economy is starting to move in the right direction. So all those things are moving in the right direction.
McCain's camp jumped on Mullen's words as proof that he had been right all along. Barack Obama is wrong to advocate withdrawal at any cost, just as he was wrong to oppose the surge that has put victory within reach. It is a strategy for defeat, and it is the only strategy Barack Obama has ever supported. The question now for U.S. voters is deciding which man is better equipped to deal with Iraq. John McCain, who polls better as a potential commander-in-chief, or Barack Obama, who shares many Americans' view that it's time for the war to end. Rosalind Jordan, Al Jazeera, Washington.